Okay, so I start now is information systems theory and practice. There are 3 learning outcomes. The first learning outcome that we will discuss today is understand information systems used in organizations. So we will be discussing the comparison of information systems regarding the scope, structure and functionality, evaluating information system success criteria, integration, deployment, use, information system needs, user needs analysis, task needs, and these things. So let us start with what is an information system. An information system is in any organized system for the collection, organization, storage and communication of information. More specifically, it is the study of complementary networks that people and organizations use to collect, filter, process, create, distribute the data. So definition is very much clear and simple. If we look at the type of information systems, then basically they deal with basic data, information, explicit knowledge and tactic knowledge. How they are being classified? Like simple transaction processing systems, like a transaction processing system of any bank, any store, order processing can be the basic data. Office support system, the information system about offices, like employees, their salaries, their work, their number of works they work, and any similar things which are not related with other than the basic data used in the information systems. The information related itself, management information systems, where the data used in the systems not only used as a basic data and may not only be the processing purpose, but they could give some managerial information like the number of users, the number of the success stories, the number of achievements, the managerial informations, the overall loss, the overall profit, the monthly profit, the monthly loss, the monthly or yearly profit, the overall progresses. So they can give a real useful information is a kind of category. Then explicit knowledge gives the decision support systems. The decision support systems are one step above the normal information systems. For example, there should be some checks applied into the information systems where necessary. They could give a certain breakpoints, such as a profit of the organization is going low, then the system could alert the managers that they should take care of this point, that why the profit is low. They could get an excess number of users or the orders. They could know the information about excess number of orders, and possibly there could be a managerial decision to be taken that how those excess number of orders can be managed. However, the capability of the system could be less to manage, or maybe if there are too much less business going on, then the system alert would have been generated that why the this happened. The next level, a little bit above executive information systems, that could be based on an interlinked big organizations, those which could be integrated into one system, and the overall the executive level system should have been integrated in order to represent a very big combination of many more information systems, their technical knowledge, that how they can tackle the overall strategical information, the strategical plans in order to utilize those type of the information systems in that particular domain. Now, scope. As far as the information scope is concerned, in a broad scope, the term information system is a scientific field of study that addresses the range of strategic, managerial, operational activities involved in gathering, processing, storing, distributing, and use of information and its associated technologies in the society and organization. So overall, it really depends that in which type of the organization it is used and how the scope of the information system should be limited so that a relevant information should have been used and the target should have been achieved. The scope of the information systems area is therefore broad and encompasses both the organization and technical matters, which involves the analysis of the requirements of the system. So you need to know that what is the requirement and in which requirement your scope falls. Their conception, design, construction, implementation, and operations are involved, and their evaluation and justifications. So really depends that in which scope you are dealing with. The structure. The information systems consist of 3 layers: operational support, support of knowledge work, management support. The operational support may be limited to supply chain management, customer relationship management, transaction processing systems. This next level could be support of knowledge work like professional support systems, collaboration systems, knowledge management systems. Add the management support, the executive information systems, decision support systems, management reporting systems. They can fall, but normally they fall in these categories: the operational support and support of knowledge work, management support. However, another study describes the structure into input, storage, processes, outputs, and feedback loop. They are basically the structures. The information systems could be distinguished according to the inputs, storage, outputs, but few more things which are involved here are systems can be classified according to operating elements, decision support, management activity, and operational functions. So the core classification of the information systems can be according to input, output, processing outputs, as well as the which operating elements are used into the system. Is it used according to the decision support or management activity or organizational functional? Is it clear, Yusuf?
Yeah.
So basically, I will continue some of the contents from this PDF file, but before I will upload the this PPT session, I will include the necessary stuff into the PPT slide so that you may not need to have 2 documents to be read from somewhere else. Okay. So I continue of the important points about the structure of the management information system. If we talk about the operating elements of an information system, that the structure of the information system distinguished regarding the operating elements, we will discuss. The structure of the management information system distinguished regarding the decision support system. The structure of the management information system distinguished regarding the management activity. The structure of management information system distinguished regarding the organizational functions. So let us have a look. If it is the operating level of an information system, then it could involve the physical components, which could be the hardware, and hardware could have the functions input, output, storage, central processing, and communications. As I discussed in general terms in the PPT here, that they could be regarded as an input, storage, processing, output, feedbacks, and these things. So I continue with here that it could be distinguished regarding the hardware, the software. The software could be the system software or application software, the database, procedures, operations, personnel, and probably that functionality, those operating elements could involve the processing functions like a processing transactions, maintaining my master files for the particular transactions, the producing reports, producing inquiries, the process of the inquiries, process interactive support applications, and outputs of the users. Outputs may include transaction documents, pre-plan reports, and pre-plan inquiry responses, ad hoc reports, inquiry responses, user machine dialogues. So further they are described and explained in these lines. So overall, the structure according to the operating elements contains these elements, which are hardware, software, the processing functions, outputs and inputs, and related processes. So whichever applies, the structure of the information system varies. Now regarding the decision support system, that how the structure of the information system varies according to the decision. Number 2, decisions are of different types with respect to the structure that can be provided for making them. Structured and programmable decisions. And structured decision can be said to be a programmable in the sense that unambiguous decisions rules can be specified in advance. When a decision can be programmed, an organization can prepare a decision rule or decision procedure. Unstructured, unprogrammable decisions to be handled by the information system. The third concern, the structure of management information system based on management activity. So how the management activity will be dealt? The management activity could be dealt at particular level. Possibly the level of the information should be strategic planning. It could be the management control and technical planning, operational planning, and control planning. So certain modes and concepts about the structure of the MIS, and the organizational function is the fourth one. So the fourth one regarding the organization structure is also the important concept to be considered. So I will include the necessary few definitions of these four types of the structural distinguishes of the structure of the system into the slide before I will upload from this document. So superficially, they are basically relevant and depending on the certain criteria that I have, scroll down here: hardware, the types of the functions, type of the input functions, and their decision levels, and the managerial needs, and so on. So I come back here on the basic definition that information systems and their structures is dependent on the input, storage, output, and feedback loops, and possibly other functions could be relevant, like assist with making decisions. They could have the structural distinction and assist with business processes considerations. So overall, whatever the functions an information system have, they are to be distinguished, classified according to their elementary, their decision support types, and their managerial support, and the type of the support really makes their structure distinguished. Now, there is a next topic. Information success criteria contains dimensions of the information success are information quality, system quality, service quality, user satisfaction, net system benefits. We are discussing the scope, the structure of information system, and information system functionality. We started with the information system. I am recapping the concept. What is information system, types of information systems, scope, structurally, how they can be classified. They could be classified according to the functions, input, storage, processing. Further, they could be classified according to elements, operating elements, decision support concerns, management activities, organizational functions. So next is success criteria. You know the type of the systems and how they are structurally distinguished. You should be able to know that dimensions of the success are, you should know the information quality, system quality, service quality, user satisfaction. Now we look at into the little bit more detail. Information quality refers to the quality of the information that the system is able to store, deliver, produce, and is one of the common dimensions along with information systems are evaluated. So information quality refers to the information that system is able to store, deliver, and produce. So whatever the information the system has to store, deliver, and produce, so these dimensions should have a quality. System quality, as with information quality, the overall quality of the system is also one of the most common dimensions along which the information systems are evaluated. So if you want to have the information quality, your information should have been evaluated, that how it is stored, delivered, and produced, and the systems, how the overall quality of the system is, and you should have some dimensions to evaluate the system quality, whether the system is of adequate quality or not. Service quality is, along with information quality and system quality, information systems are also commonly evaluated according to the quality of service that they are able to deliver. Service quality directly impacts usage intentions and user satisfactions with the system, which in turn impact the net benefits produced by the system. So service is dependent on the whatever the service quality you are getting from the uh, information system to the users, it comes through the information quality that was provided to the system, and the systems were developed, and obviously the system should have been developed according to certain quality, and the quality systems delivered to the users, they are further to be evaluated as a service quality, the overall, the net benefits produced by the system. User satisfaction is also the concern. How? The user satisfaction directly influences the net benefits provided by the information system. Satisfaction refers to the extent to which a user is pleased or contented with the information and is predicted to be directly affected by the system use. So, the position of the user satisfaction is important. How the user is satisfied, is the user getting the maximum benefits provided by the information system or not. So the success of the information system also relies on the user satisfaction, obviously with the service quality, system quality and the information quality. The next is the net system benefits. The net benefits that information system is able to deliver is an important aspect of the overall value of the system to its users or to underlying organizations. In the information system success model, net system benefits are affected by the system use and by user satisfaction with the system. So, the user satisfaction is a key success area, as well as the system quality is also, by joining both of them, they give an overall system satisfaction and net system benefits. So you should consider, whenever you want to talk about the success criteria for an information system, then your information quality should have been assessed, your system quality should have been assessed, the service quality itself, which is being provided by the system based on the information process, as well as the service quality itself is the output of the system, is only acceptable if the users are satisfied, and if the users are satisfied, then overall system is basically assessed and being satisfied and assessed from the user satisfaction, and the quality of system being reviewed on the requirements and information being given into the system to fulfill the overall requirements. So if you follow those criteria, then you can basically evaluate the information system very well. So we are basically discussing the evaluation here. Evaluation information systems. So success criteria is important, then integration is important, deployment is important, and how it is used. Everything being assessed regarding the criteria. Integration is done very well, deployment is done very well. If it is used very well, then you can evaluate the system's effectiveness. If it is done well, then you have done your task. Now we look at the integration. In information technology, system integration is the process of linking together different computing systems and software applications physically or functionally to act as a coordinated whole. The system integrator brings together discrete systems utilizing a variety of techniques such as computer networking, enterprise application integration, business processes, or manual programming. So, if the integration is done very well, the process of linking together different computing components of an information system, including software applications, whether they are physically or functionally interconnected, and they can be coordinated as a whole, then you can produce a better system. The system integrator, it is the role of the system integrator which together the discrete systems and provides the variety of techniques to utilize the systems. Probably they could integrate the systems using the networks, or they could be the enterprise applications. Certain business processes may be involved, certain management, or maybe they could be done by manual programming. So overall integration is the responsibility to integrate the whole system so that you should have a better system for the use. Information system uses, obviously it is used in the communication. Part of management is gathering and distributing information, and information system can make this process more efficient by allowing managers to communicate rapidly. So major and core concern of the information system, the purpose is basically to communicating the business processes and information within the organization. That is one of the important use. Operations, how you manage your company's operations depends on the information you have. Information systems can offer more complete and more recent information, allowing you to operate your company more efficiently. So if you have some operations to be done within the information system, in the organization, you can only do the operations if you have an updated information, most recent information, correct information to be operated within your company more effectively. So in order to manage the operations very well, the use of operations is also the key thing into the uses of information system. Decisions. The company information system can help you make better decisions by delivering all the information you need and by modeling the results of your decisions. So the information systems is used into the decision making as well, and the decisions are depending on the information provided, and obviously they help to create the better decisions. Records. Your company needs records of activities for financial and regulatory purposes, as well as for finding the causes of problems and taking corrective actions. So information systems are not only used for decisions, operations and communications, but those records are used to store the financial history. What was done into the information system, what was done in the organization, they help to record, store the activities for regulatory purposes. For example, you have to audit your organization, you have to get your organization approved regarding certain quality like ISO standards. Then those records of your processes, operations would have been stored into the information systems. They help you for those kind of purposes, regulatory purposes, the evaluation purposes and many more purposes. As well as the records will help you to find the causes of the problems, that where was the problem within the information system, within the organization, whether it was related with the technological issues of the information system, or whether it was related with the any problems within the organizational strategies itself. So really depends. So those records help to tackle these corrective actions, whichever the problems occurred within the information systems within the organization. So uses could be more, but the record keeping, the decision supports, operations, communications are one of those uses and helpful and are the beneficial when you are using the information systems. Information system needs, user needs analysis. You need to know the user needs. User need analysis is the part of process of developing a system that will successfully meet the needs of prospective users. In addition to identifying the key needs, it can help balance potential conflicts in the desires of the system owners and stakeholders and target audience groups. So, whenever you are going to develop the system, then the successful system can only be made by the needs of, if it can fulfill the needs of the prospective users. If the needs of the prospective users cannot be fulfilled, then the system cannot be developed well. So it is necessary to identify the key needs, and you need to focus on the potential conflicts that can arise at the time of the system development, then the system owners, they need what the target audience is required. So those potential conflicts, the potential needs should have been balanced, should have been identified. They needs to be analyzed in advance so that you could produce a better system. Task need analysis. Task need analysis is the part of the process where the task that will be performed by the system is designed and arranged so the system, when built, will meet the required tasks and be able to perform them. So no matter the needs of the users, you know very well, but how the needs will be fulfilled, using which task those needs will be fulfilled, and how those tasks will be carried out, in which sequence those tasks will be carried out, is really the matter that you need to analyze, and you need to build the system so that you should be able to meet the requirements of the system so that you can perform very well. Otherwise, the task needs cannot, otherwise the actual needs of the users cannot be completed, cannot be fulfilled. The sequence of the task is not known in advance. So this was about the system information needs. The needs, the user needs and the task needs should have been very much analyzed. Uses are much more obvious. The integration is important so that you can integrate the system at the best level in order to produce a useful system. Success criteria depending on the user needs, overall satisfaction, the service quality, information quality, structure itself, and structure regarding the functions, and few more things we discussed. And the scope should have been very much well known. The type of the system in which you are dealing, it should be very much clear so that you can produce the system, the overall information system that would be made, would be the system for collection, organization, storage and communication of information. So overall, from the definition of the information system to the types, scope, structure, criteria, and integration, user need analysis. They basically help you to understanding the information systems used within the organization. So learning outcome 1 is completed here, and we will complete the next sessions, and you're most welcome to ask any questions if you have now.
No questions.
Okay, so possibly we could go through a much more sequential way of the topics, yeah, but unfortunately the learning outcomes, they have been summarized into particular limited type of the words. So I need to create a linkage between the topics. I'm trying my best, but however at some point if you think that the connectivity is little bit difficult to understand regarding the learning outcomes, then the good thing is that you can go through any particular book relevant of the particular unit name, and then you will have a more understanding of going through the series of the topics. Does it make a sense?
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. So I mean the unit itself might have a selected topics, but overall the study of the unit can be done using by reading or going through certain book, a textbook which is much more relevant with the unit title. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, I finished the session now, and we'll continue the remaining 2 learning outcomes in the next next week. Yeah.
All right.
All right then.